Bad Things Part 3, The Unforgiven. Day 1. The lake girl left the water. She stood at the edge of the unknown, a reflection staring back from dark waters, a whisper from the subconscious, a warning she wasn't yet ready to hear. Day 2. She ventured deeper into the woods, a locked cabin, a drugged sleep, a trail of clues scattered among the trees, choice by choice, compromise by compromise, until the darkness no longer felt dangerous. It felt familiar. And now, we arrive at the beginning, or perhaps the part that came before the beginning, because every story leaves traces behind, moments frozen in time, memories never spoken, truths buried beneath years of silence, echoes never heard, only seen in dreams, seen in symbols, seen in songs that refuse to leave, seen in the spaces between who we were and who we became. Today's card is the Between Tarot, Page of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. For the first time in this journey, we're not following the lake girl, we're following the shadow. Back before the lake, before the woods, before the cabin, before the monster. Because monsters are rarely born monsters, they're built. One wound, one rejection, one compromise, one buried truth at a time. What I've felt, what I've known, never shined through in what I've shown. Metallica, The Unforgiven. That lyric stopped me, because today's card isn't showing us the monster. It's showing us the investment. The Between Tarot asks a simple question. What are you feeding? Pentacles are manifestation, the reality we create through repeated choices, habits, and beliefs. The page still has possibilities. The knight has chosen a path. Somewhere between those two cards, something was fed, something was watered, something was nurtured, and eventually it grew. The same way resentment grows, the same way shame grows, the same way anger grows, the same way intuition grows, the same way healing grows. The shadow doesn't become powerful overnight. It becomes powerful because we keep feeding it. That's what The Unforgiven made me think about. Not evil, not monsters, wounded souls, the rejected child, the abandoned child, the soul that never felt seen, the soul that learned to wear a mask because the world only accepted certain versions of itself. Never free, never me. What if the real tragedy isn't the monster? What if the tragedy is everything that happened before the monster? The rejection, the suppression, the shame, the anger, the loneliness, the endless need to hide who you truly are. The Unforgiven isn't a song about evil. It's a song about a soul that slowly disappears beneath expectations. A soul that stops speaking its truth. A soul that eventually becomes so disconnected from itself that it no longer recognizes its own reflection. And that's where shadow work begins, not when darkness wins. Shadow work begins the moment we choose not to look, the moment we say, I'm fine, when we're not. The moment we feed resentment, the moment we feed bitterness, the moment we feed shame, the moment we stop listening to our own soul. And maybe that's why the Unforgiven ones found me years ago. Not because they were haunting me, but because they were showing me something. A truth, a warning, a reflection. The wounded are all asking the same question. What are you feeding? Because eventually, whatever we feed becomes who we are. And what about the lake girl? Why was she drawn to him? Because shadows recognize shadows. Because wounded people often mistake familiar pain for love. Because unresolved wounds pull us toward people who mirror what we still need to heal. The lake girl wasn't simply lured into the woods. Part of her was already wandering there, searching for validation, love, belonging, purpose, a missing piece of herself. And that is what makes this story terrifying. The monster isn't the only shadow in the story. The victim has one too. The difference is that one fed the darkness, the other ignored her intuition. And somewhere between those two choices, bad things happened. To be continued.